Hey guys, finding the perfect gift for the food lover in your life is easy, thanks to Goldbelly. Goldbelly ships America's most iconic foods, straight from world-famous restaurants right to your door. So if you want to treat someone to Joe's Stone Crab from Miami, Franklin Barbecue from Texas, or desserts from famous foodies like Ina Garten or Martha Stewart, Goldbelly has you covered, with free shipping anywhere in the country. Just go to goldbelly.com and for a limited time, get 20% off your first order with promo code GIFT. That's promo code GIFT.
Running a business comes with a lot of what-ifs. But luckily, there's a simple answer to them. Shopify. It's the commerce platform behind millions of businesses, including Thrive Cosmetics and Momofuku. And it'll help you with everything you need. From website design and marketing to boosting sales and expanding operations, Shopify can get the job done and make your dream a reality. Turn those what-ifs into... Sign up for your $1 per month trial at shopify.com/special offer.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's this time of the week that we like to say...
Welcome to Eejits of the World!
With you,
Glenn Wall, and you,
Andrew Maxwell. And what a cornucopia of clowns we have for you this week. We have the Eejits of St Patrick's Day.
We have the Eejits of Nippon phrasing.
We have the Eejits of fraudulent detectivists.
And we have the Eejits of Louisiana sneak thief vermin.
Monsieur? Well, welcome to the week, ladies and gentlemen. And what a week it's been. It's been a fabulous week for the Irish.
Yeah. Ticking along.
Another St. Patrick's Day.
Yes, it was. It was. The older you get, the sillier that gets, by the way.
I think we take it incredibly seriously. When your country has no snakes in it, then you and your, presumably the St. Gordo of Canada, presumably that's his name. Well, in the case of Ireland, we're definitely celebrating because we got no snakes.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Once again.
St. Patrick drove the snakes out of Ireland. Now, there is an alternative theory that possibly there was no ecological niche for snakes in Ireland because we had so many shitehawks and gee bags.
I think he did a fantastic job because not only did he drive the snakes out, he went and got all of the fossils.
Thank you.
And got rid of those too.
He very did thorough sight.
If you're talking about a snake removal, dude, St. Patrick is your guy.
Yeah. I mean, the downside is we have suffered from thousands of years of drafty doors. You know? You know what I mean? All those lucky snake-owning countries. Getting nice and cozy in the winter months. We drank our way through it, Glenn. That's what we did, to be honest.
We know how you got through it. Anybody who's been to a St. Patrick's Day parade is fully aware of what Ireland did to celebrate the fact that there was no snakes.
I do have some sad news for St. Patrick's Day, though.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. It's the inflation issue.
Okay.
Inflation, my friend. Sadly, a pint of Guinness. Somebody has done some economic research into Ireland, and it turns out you can now, for your average weekly salary in Ireland, you can buy 32 less pints of Guinness than you could 17 years ago.
Man, that's some sobering news.
Outrageous. It is literally, but it's genuinely how, there's economists have the average basket of food, and they price it across economies, and that's how not in Ireland. It's just how much is a pint of Guinness.
You're going to start using them as currency.
Oh yeah, well they are basically.
Yeah, company script.
They are basically a currency. Yeah. They are a form of currency, Guinness. Yeah, 17 years ago, you could get 32 more pints than you can now.
A year or a month?
I think it's 32 pints across the whole year.
Okay, well man, you can plan for that.
You could plan for it, but you could also mourn for it as well. That's 32 pints you'll never drink.
Yeah.
And they wonder why the productivity in Ireland's gone down.
Has it?
I don't know. What am I, an economist? But the last time I was home in Dublin, I was out in me local with Anto and AB with the lads, and like the next day, like I was on my banking app, and I was like, oh my god, have I been hacked? Have I been hacked by the Bayside Inn? Did the Bayside Inn hack me? Where's all my money gone?
Yeah. Well, I mean, as you know, and maybe some of the listeners at home may have become aware, I stopped drinking about 6 months ago, and
that's why I call you 00.
Oh, called me that long before. And actually, those beverages aren't zero. They have a little bit of alcohol in them, but it doesn't synthesize in time, so they're allowed to market themselves as such.
Well,
yeah.
Science for entertainment.
Yeah.
Let's see.
What I did find though, because you get people asking, like, it must be boring. Not drinking, and it's really the opposite. Like, there's so much more I can do now that I'm like, I can plan more than 2 days ahead. Like, it's like drinking is sort of like it's if drinking was a person, you wouldn't hang out with them anymore. Like if it was just a dude named Wayne that was real trouble, like, hey, Glenn, do you want to go kayaking in the morning? Not in the morning. I'm going to have Wayne with me.
Wayne can't swim.
No, he's a handful, that old Wayne.
Wayne won't be getting up till midday.
Yeah.
He can't swim. He's not going to be answering any of them emails either. Do you have anything fried for Wayne? we fry something.
Yeah. And he has to go to a place where only other people exactly like him are, or he's boring as shit.
Or he's going to talk to himself.
Yeah.
He needs to talk to himself surrounded by other people doing it. Did you see there was a thing recently with that apparently the fry-up, full English fry-up.
Yeah.
Is apparently, there was a survey in Britain said men that eat fry-ups in the morning, instead of a more healthy option, I assume, are more sexually attractive to women. And I was just like, that's only because those women are still drunk.
Yeah.
Right? You're just still drunk in a hotel breakfast bar. That's why.
And they asked that question in England, where, yeah, that's English women for you. Like many other women, it would be what the men had for lunch, which would, that's when you're thinking, if you are, but they're so promiscuous. They're looking for noon humps. What did he have for breakfast?
Noon humps. It sounds like some sort of tradition on Malta. Time to ring the bell for the noon humps.
Yeah, the sun is too hot to do anything else. Go inside and have a noon hump.
For the sausages. Well, I don't care. I don't care what time people get randy for. They should be thinking about their cholesterol levels. Anyway.
Is that what works for you?
Sure.
Just thinking about cholesterol levels.
Oh.
Trying to make this last a little while longer.
I'm choking myself from the inside.
Yeah. Edging with his heart.
Oh. Choking on that aorta.
Choking the old aorta.
Oh.
Happy Valentine's Day.
This one, yeah, it's got quite numb. But there you go. This is a great St. Patrick's Day story. So, as you know, in America, that's great Irish-American traditions. The dyeing the river in Chicago green.
Oh, yes.
That's great tradition. Must be very confusing for the fish, but there you are.
Yeah. Yeah, or just people. It's confusing for people too.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
The non-Irish.
Yeah.
Whoever they are.
Yeah.
Wherever they're from. Whatever their patrons say did or didn't do. Anyway, let me tell you a tale from Irish America on St Patrick's Day.
Excellent.
There's, as I'm sure you know, to celebrate the patron saint of Ireland every year, McDonald's in America releases the Shamrock Shake.
Wonderful. I enjoy a Shamrock Shake.
A green beverage.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like it so much. Every time I saw the UFC fighter Ken Shamrock, I tasted Shamrock Shakes in my brain. I could never separate him from a Shamrock Shake.
Wow. That's a brain disorder.
Yeah.
That's brain damage, that is. You were dropped as a child.
No, it was so cold and I was drinking them so fast.
So, in the world of McDonald's mythos, right? It's Grimace, the purple creature.
The nipple.
Okay, sure.
I've always thought he was a nipple.
An unwell nipple. Yeah.
Look at the universe he comes from. It's not going to be a nice nipple.
I don't think it's a nipple. I don't think it's a human nipple. It's quite possibly of bovine in nature.
Yeah.
An udder.
Yes. Something or other.
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. So Grimace, right? He's got in McDonald's land, he's got an uncle called Uncle O Grimacy, who's a big green version of him.
This is back when there's absolutely no rules about, you could really ethnic up a relative in a sitcom.
Oh yeah. Well, this is Uncle O Grimacy's top drawer Irish, I have to say. Right?
Has he got a little hat?
He does have a little hat. Yes. He has a little waistcoat as well. And a shillelagh.
Okay. That was my next question.
And yes, he does have a very competitive tax rate. He has all the things that you would expect from an Irish mascot. He was introduced in 1975, but he was sadly discontinued in 1978.
Right.
After a public appearance of Uncle O Grimacy went badly wrong at a Phillies baseball game.
I'm sure a couple of Irish uncles ruined a Phillies baseball game in the 70s. I'm just wondering how this particular one did it.
Every fucking innings. There's at least one Irish relative fucking up every single Philly Hayes game. Coming in. I'm in the northeast suburbs. Here they come. Anyway, Uncle O Grimacy in 1978, on a live mic, was heard to express his...
No. They got him on a hot mic.
They got him on a very hot mic. Hot like a McDonald's apple pie.
Oh my God.
This is a very, very hot mic.
Don't pour this mic in your lap.
You're going to have to break this mic in half and blow on it for a good 20 minutes. If you like mouth skin. Anyway, Uncle O Grimacy turns out was very much from his political affiliations weren't particularly... He wasn't there to express mainstream political thought.
He wasn't an orange Grimace.
No, definitely wasn't. Because Uncle O Grimacy was caught on a hot mic expressing his fulsome support for the IRA.
Oh my.
Expressing that he and I quote, the only good British soldier is a dead soldier.
What?
I know. Which for me seems quite off-brand.
A little off-brand, and he didn't have to do that because he doesn't have any knees. He could have said whatever he'd like. They had no way to punish Uncle O Grimacy.
just wait for Uncle O Grimacy to get back to West Belfast. Hey? Apparently you've been baking on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can't help but notice you keep going in and out of that McDonald's near the RUC station. I mean,
Uncle O'Grimacy was developed in a lab. He was unpunishable by the IRA. Could we shoot him in the ankles? We are not ankle shooters.
He don't have ankles, there's nothing.
There's nothing to shoot off.
And Jane, know what I'm doing. He's kind of soft and spongy as well. Like,
Yeah.
nothing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what? And this is the dark side of Uncle O'Grimacy. Something that big and green. It could be a snake.
What?
He could be a snake.
He's very
He's
fat.
an undercover snake. He's undermining St. Patrick. He's a python that has swallowed the British intelligence agency. He has a listening device.
That's maybe why they drove snakes out of Ireland. Completely unpunishable. No knees. No elbows. What am I shooting? What am I doing here?
Yeah, it's all wriggly. Every time I go to shoot something, he wriggles in a coil. I can't
even lynch him. Like, it's all neck. It's all neck. Like, where am I meant to put a noose around him? Like, halfway, top to bottom.
I
Like,
tried to put a noose around him. He mated with it.
that's shit. He got horny with the rope. You have to get rid of these snakes, mate.
Yeah.
We're never going to get nowhere.
No.
But yes, he was discontinued thereafter.
Oh.
Because of his opinions.
Damn it. Well, we need him now. We need Uncle O'Grimacy now.
For what?
He could run for office now. Yeah. I like him. He tells it like it is.
Oh, yeah. I mean, compared to the American...
He's the only thing that can beat Trump is Uncle O'Grimacy.
Uncle O'Grimacy just coming out there, just waving. Dun, 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 dun. Right, okay, listen. Number one, I'm not technically meant to run for president. Because I'm not really. I'm here on a 48-year tourist visa. I'm meant to be visiting my Auntie Annie in Queens, so...
Yeah, everybody just...
Shut up, right?
Yeah, help America keep secrets again. Big hat.
Cheeseburgers for everybody, you can keep their mouth shut.
American conundrum. How are we going to get it in?
Fucking blend it, mate. Just keep your mouth shut.
Popeye it into your mouth. Through your pipe.
Popeye it into your mouth. Discontinued. There you go.
Yeah.
Yet another one of the great ethnic
you.
mascots gone.
I know. Yeah. Yeah, you know, if you got discontinued in the 70s, oh my Lord. Did you ever? You went above and beyond.
Yeah. That was quite the level there.
Yeah. Chief Wahoo was looking at you going, that's racist.
I just can't condone this. Many moons ago, the drunks of Ireland came to my land. Sure fucking did. Yeah. Turned your rivers green. Polluted them in the name of Celtic Christianity. Yeah. Well, good luck to you once again, St. Patrick. Whether you were in fact a Briton...
Whatever you did.
Whatever. Well, we know what you did. Jump snakes out of Ireland.
Yeah.
Not
if Uncle Grimacy's back in Ireland, and that's what every record has him going back there. So.
Oh, you think that's where Uncle O'Grimacy went back to the old country?
He was deported. McDonald's held a lot of weight. They actually deported Uncle O'Grimacy.
What'd I do?
You know what you did. No, I have gaps in my memory of that day. What did I do?
It was fucking St. Patrick's Day. I could have done Anne. Could have been Anne.
All these other Irish mascots on the plane with him.
The other Irish mascots.
They've all been beacon off. The fighting Irish guys. Sleeping it off.
The Fighting Irish logo mascot is always sleeping it off. He's only got two things: horizontal or fighting.
Right after that picture was taken, he passed out. like those fists are up, and then it just.
It's always the last thing he does before pass out is just knock the basketball out of the hands of the Boston Celtics leprechaun. Fuck off! He just dragged it.
Just a little snore. It's
the sound of a leprechaun snoring. Very nice. Nicely fucking done.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
We salute you. We salute you all, Irish mascots. Every racist mascot.
Try and live like proper Irish mascots. You never see Mr. Tato behaving like that.
No, you would not. No.
No, you would not. There's a mascot we can be proud of.
Yeah, well, he never left Ireland, though. He never ventured across the sea.
Yeah, occasionally. Well, the Northern Irish Mr. Tato, he'll often sneak into a British supermarket and disappoint you up close.
Yeah.
Anyway, there you go. There you go. But that's if you've never been to my country, that's pretty much the lot. There you go. Throwing a bit of Seamus Heaney poetry in. I've just given you the whole culture in one go. Well done.
Yeah.
Well done, Ireland.
Enjoy.
Happy St. Patrick's Day once again. What have you got for me? Do you have a story for me, Mr. Glenn?
I do. We go to Japan for this one.
Oh, the land of the rising sun.
Yeah. And there was the main political party, which is having troubles in the polls right now. It's down to 18%, where I don't know how much you know about politics, but that's like Putin's whoever Putin ran against came in at around 18%.
Yeah, the amount of Russians that actually believe in democracy. Yes, this is the Liberal Democratic Party.
Yeah. Yeah, so they're already having trouble, and this is the scandal that they had a party. They tried to, pick
a fun
up
party.
Yeah, and it was for the young people of that party, and his name was Tetsuya Kawabata.
Bang on. That's exactly it. As a Japanese man, I can tell you, I can verify that you've pronounced that completely correctly.
Yeah. I want to get it right. It always makes me hungry, their names, though.
They do make
sounds delicious.
He does sound. You know what? If he was deep fried, I'd eat it.
I know. You found out later, it was on a stick, it was served, and you found out later what it was, and you're like, well, I'll just keep the memory of it tasted good at the time.
Oh, shit, I've only gone eating a regional politician again. He was delicious.
Yeah. Well, he may end up as food, because he's had to resign. He threw this party that had... the dance troupe was called, the Glamour Dancers Troupe.
Okay. That sounds like you're invoicing a stripper. Doesn't sound like the top of an invoice. This invoice to like Glamour Dancing Troupe.
Doesn't sound like they trained at Bolshoi. No. Well, they were dancers, and what was the troupe called? They were the Glamour Dancers. That's very very talented group of young ladies.
They spent very little time on their tippy toes and a lot of time on their knees.
Yeah. Well, they were.
So this is the ruling political. People don't know this. In Japan is a democracy. It's a real democracy, but weirdly, they always vote for the same party. It's called the Liberal Democrats, which is both the Democrats and the Republicans rolled into one.
Yeah.
Right? So if they're down to 18%, they've really fucked up.
Yeah.
Right? And because this is a fundraising dinner, right?
A fundraising dinner, but the way you can tip the glamour dancers, you put I believe a yen, is that what they're on? What's the currency in Japan?
Yen.
Yeah, you put some yen in your mouth, and then they come with their mouths, and they take it. And that's how you tip them. And
sort of like bobbing for apples.
Something.
Only bobbing for yen.
So they get caught doing this, and they were like, "What? You're a political party. Why are you having a party with women being treated like that, and Tetsuya being caught, he was like, well, we looked.
How's a regional politician who's been caught basically getting strippers in for a private political party supposed to?
He said that they looked at different ways of trying to improve the diversity of the party.
That's fucking great.
We were trying to engage the female population with politics, so we thought we'd get these young gals in to show them what Japanese politics is all like. So, I know, we're part of the woke brigade down here.
Oh, boys and girls in the same room. Passing money from each other's mouths.
Yeah.
I know, what a bunch of feminazis we grew up to be.
Was everybody in hot pants? No, just the troop.
No, our pants were cold.
Yeah.
We were in cold pants, they were in hot pants.
Yeah. Mixing. Diversifying.
That's it. We're politicians. We have poles. They're dancers.
Yeah.
They have poles.
Yeah. And
Wow.
He was
That's
like...
an astonishing move.
Yeah. Yeah, he said, what was the direct quote? Let me see. Upon the announcement of it within the party, the excitement for it exceeded expectations. Oh, so the other young men in the political party thought, "Oh yes, I've heard of the glamour dancers. That'll be a wonderful way to broaden our horizon."
I think it's time we need some diversity here.
Yeah.
Wow. God, that's a ballsy move.
Yeah.
And did it work?
No, he's gone.
Oh.
He's gone.
Yeah,
The Prime Minister has stepped in. There's been a lot of resignations over it. But,
right. Okay.
although there doesn't seem to be anything done to improve diversity.
No.
Just fire the guy who got caught.
Well, apparently,
or shift him over to another part. Okay, you're going to resign your position. You're going to be part of party planning for the adults. you were for the young people, but yeah.
we need you to organise a monocultural strip night. That's where we went very badly wrong. We shouldn't have tried to make it a diverse strip night. Wow. Well.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That's the ins and outs of regional politics in Japan.
Yeah. It didn't make a lot of sense.
And yet, something tells me that excuse was maybe planned in hindsight.
Oh yeah. It did. It didn't feel like they were. Now for phase 2.
It does feel like an excuse that was thought up while semi-erect. It does feel like quite a lot of regional politician blood was no longer in the big head. This will work.
Yeah.
But it's kind of nice to know that Japan has its own Mayor Quimby. Because it does feel like Mayor Quimby from The Simpsons kind of behaviour.
Yeah, right down to it's probably better than the other idea he had where he was just going to throw a smoke bomb down and run away before it cleared.
Alakazam! That would be great.
Yeah.
It'd be so good to get out of every awkward situation by just letting off a smoke bomb, screaming Alakazam and fucking off into the night.
I think it's more of a ninja maneuver.
That's right. We were training these young naked lady ninjas.
Yes, and you start at the bottom in ninja training.
Well, eventually,
I start at the bottom.
Dear, oh dear. Well, obviously, the elite ninjas, they know how to scamper across the roofs. Mm-hmm. But that's day 5.
Yeah.
Day 1 is squeezing yourself through a tunnel, of which you're going to need to be quite oiled up for.
Many ninjas like to jump out of
Cakes
to assassinate people. Yeah, it's part of the training. Yes, we're training these diverse women to become ninjas.
That's all we're doing here. Yeah. Look at this ninja. Look how close she's got to me. She's on top of me. She's right on top of me.
Why, there's nothing to stop this ninja from reaching deep into my clothing.
Anyway, well, hopefully, good luck on your learning journey.
Yeah.
Regional politician.
Yeah, we'll see you somewhere. We'll see. Maybe you'll become a mascot in America.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
What's worse than an ad interrupting your favorite music or podcast? That uninspired coffee you've been drinking while working, which is why Flavia is elevating your everyday coffee experience. Now you can enjoy cafe-quality beverages like coffee, tea, frothy lattes, and creamy hot chocolate made right in your home office, actual office, or wherever you want to upgrade your mug with bold, delicious flavors. Visit Flavia.com to shop the collection of machines and beverages now.
Would you like another story?
Yes, please.
It's a story of sin.
Oh.
Cardinal sin.
Oh, what's he been up to?
What's he not been up to?
Yeah.
It's now property crime, but it's still quite grabby. There is, I'll only use his first name because he's not a criminal. He's been released from the courts. But there's a detectorist.
Oh,
you know those dudes get out with the old...
coolest guys in the world.
Pretty damn cool. You know the guys get out with the metal detector, going up and down beaches, countryside, whatnot, right? There's a detectorist here in England.
Is there a loving marriage here?
Is there a wife who still wants to listen to my anecdotes over this part of the field?
No, it's just the bottle cap.
So the detectorist called Michael, we'll just use his first name.
All right.
Right? He committed the cardinal sin of a metal detectorist. He bought some fancy Roman coins online and hid them in a field and then pretended to find them. Right? But the problem was, how he got caught was he went too big on it. The coins that he had were they were Crusader Knight coins from Antioch.
Yeah.
In the 11th century. And there was no evidence up to that point that those type of knights, Crusader knights, had ever been to the Welsh-English border region. So he went, boop, 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 discovered them. Hey, I found these coins. And every regional historian in the greater Herefordshire region,
both of them
went absolutely apeshit. He did this in a field, in a village called Titley.
Awesome.
Good old rural England. There's always a fucking silly name. Lower Chuffington, Upper Flange, right? In the village of Titley in Herefordshire.
Wow.
And he said he got caught, right? And he ended up in court. And he said he had a rush of blood to the head, Your Honour. And he had done it for the fame and the bravado.
That's a long rush. I had a rush of blood to the head, so I ordered something on the internet and I waited.
Not long.
Yeah, that blood was sort of a goddamn tsunami up there, just rushing around in my head as it took 2 weeks to clear customs.
Yes, it was still throbbing in my temples as I dug a hole for it.
I drove to Titley. I'm not from Titley.
He's not from he's from South Wales.
No, of course.
He's nowhere near it.
This rush of blood has turned into a pool.
Just that.
I had a pool of blood in my brain. That makes more sense than your first statement, sir.
Just leaving the house in South Wales, just getting into the fiesta, just chuckling to myself. The entire 3 hours it takes to get to Titley. Oh, these coins. I'm gonna be famous. So famous.
Oh, he's gonna be banging all that detectorist puss.
I'm going to be the absolute alpha male of the detectorist game.
You'll be scoring all the pound hounds or whatever.
Pound hounds.
That's why we do it, you know.
The gag hangs of the detectorist world.
Yeah, the girls are like coins. They're pound hounds.
It's not the very... It's quite a rude term, but we call them beep sheep. You know, you'll see them when me and the lads are in the field, you know, just trying to get up a couple of Roman coins. If it goes beep beep, you know, you'll see them.
Yeah, they'll hear it.
There'll be three of them. There's Martha, Louise, and Susan. Oh, you can see they're getting the beep sheep. They're getting on. You can see them. So, you know, some of them you can see when they're favouring you. You think you're in for it tonight.
Start presenting
as they start, you know, unzipping their cagoule. You know, the lads will nudge you like, Martha's really giving you the glad eye there. And you have to play it cool. I don't know. Just give it a gentle rub with the back of your hand. Oh, it seems to be a Crusader Knight coin.
I remember when Martha wasn't lower tittly.
To be honest, that's how we found the village, because it's code, you know. I'm going to shove my shuffle into the wet soil of Titley, if you know what I mean.
Oh, God.
But it's got to be what really amused me about it is it's got to be the cardinal sin of the detectorist game.
Well, how much other history is not real on that? Like, who was under the car park in Leicester?
Martha's first husband.
With his little lunch.
Graham turned out to be not actually into being a cuckold. So I had no choice in the matter. But like, folded the little bastard in half till he got a hump. Yes, the ultimate sin. It must be, you know, like the way in our game for the world of comedy, the ultimate sin is being a joke thief.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I suppose the ultimate sin, you know, working in a submarine is eating Mexican food.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Or a cabbagey soup.
God, boy, they love that cabbagey soup or some Brazilian black beans down there in the submarine. Because once you fart in a submarine, you can't take that back.
Yeah.
It's like a cruel word in an argument.
Yeah. All right, guys. We're not canceling movie night, but popcorn from here on in is off the charts until Graham leaves the submarine. Why didn't you tell us? Why didn't you tell us it does that to you?
I suppose maybe they do, because there was a mate of mine many years ago. I had a French friend who did his national service in the Submariner Corps. And he was saying the very first time you go down in the submarine, you're down for 6 months. It's your very first time. So I assume that you're like, they must just keep him in a container for at least a week and just measure how many farts come out of them. Right? You must do.
Surely there's like an extraction system, like a thing you can lean your ass on and just fart, and like it sucks it into the sea.
What do you reckon? Like the lower periscope.
I just assumed that was what was coming out of the periscope every time they got out to...
That's not the periscope. That's the fart chimney. Oh dear. Oh dear.
That's made me smile.
Fart chimney.
Yeah.
Tell them how old you are.
49.
49.
And I don't drink.
49, sober, father of 2, laughing at fart chimney.
Oh, yeah. Fart. No, I like it. I think chimney going along. If you just said the word fart, I probably wouldn't laugh. But fart chimney's done enough. There's enough there.
That's enough there.
I'm enjoying it.
Well, there you go. But it turns out he's been acquitted.
I guess
He was acquitted because he was very apologetic and he's super embarrassed, and he literally did it so that people would be impressed by him. He didn't do it to make money. If he had done it, if the courts could prove that he had done it for financial gain, then he would have been convicted.
And it only upset nerds, and you're allowed to do whatever you want to them.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I looked at this.
I'm alive in a 1980s movie right now, so my perception of real is not yours. They're nerds. Yeah. You can literally do it. You can grease them up and throw them at a tree. You can do anything to a nerd
Until they find those coins.
Yeah. Yes.
I looked at, because I was trying to think what the cardinal sins of, because that is clearly the cardinal sin of being a detectorist, is finding gold coins.
Yeah.
I looked into, I just googled what's the cardinal sin of your job, right?
Oh, okay.
And it turns out there's a Reddit. There's a Reddit of people what's the cardinal sin of your job? And just loads of people went falsifying documents, faking the safety records. People were really going faking the safety records on our manufacturing line.
Yeah.
Faking medical records, all the rest of it. And it was very much of a bureaucratic nature. Mm-hmm. Faking results, faking records, da-da-da. And I was about 20 or 30 of these into this subreddit. And I was just about to click away, and there was just one simple line that simply said, "Don't put your dick in the dead." And thank you. It's good to know that that's the line.
It's weird that a surgeon had time to answer the questionnaire.
I think it's surgeons. It's leaving your wristwatch inside it.
Yeah, and the fact that, if they're still alive, it's okay. Hey, if you live, you're allowed to hump their chest wound.
Oh my God.
That's a little thing in the surgeon game not everybody knows, but it's just a quiet understanding.
We don't have enough time to actually play golf anymore, so no. It's find the wristwatch in the chest cavity. We might need a detectorist. Yes. I seem to have lost my tag hour somewhere inside.
Hopefully it's not an Apple Watch, because they don't have any metal and they don't tick. So you can sometimes check somebody if you just lean close. I hear something.
Mind you, if the Apple Watch, if it lands up against the heart, it could technically be a... What the fuck? I forgot what I fucking called it. Pacemaker. There you go. All right. Anyway, well, we wish you all the very best, Michael, the detectorist from Port Talbot in Wales.
Yeah.
Don't be driven by fame or glory. Just enjoy being in the muddy fields of the English-Welsh borders.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't even take your equipment out anymore. Just wander around the field and naked search, with the bare eye. Just see if you can just sense it.
Right out. Do you have a story for me, Mr. Glenn?
I do. This comes all the way from Louisiana, New Orleans, the Big Easy.
Oh, New Orleans.
Yeah,
that's
NOLA.
New Orleans.
I met him in the pub down in North Soho. No, that's a different NOLA. That's Lola. What happened was there's a police station, and they lost a lot of their weed from the evidence room.
Evidence locker.
Yeah.
They've got all the weed in an evidence locker in New Orleans.
Yeah.
In the famously uncorrupt police force that is the NOPD.
I bet you there's no cardinal sin for them. They didn't answer that at all. No. Is there anything really bad? I don't think so.
But know when exactly these saints are going to come marching in. So far, it's mostly been sinners marching in this town. What happened?
They lost a significant amount of weed, and they've now blamed it on rats. They said that the rats have broken in and eaten all of the weed, which then they went on to say a lot of things. They said the building's very unclean. The pipes don't work. There's rat feces everywhere. There's a big problem with cockroach infestation. There's a leak in the roof. They went through a lot of things, and it was sort of like when somebody tells you something they don't want to tell you about, and then they just start talking about stuff that has nothing to do with what they just said and hope that you forget the first bit.
Right back at the start of the sentence, you may remember a lot of evidence went missing. But only the weed.
Yeah. And they said that, that's where all the rat droppings were coming from. But I'm sorry. You would be able to see those rats.
The real bullshit. Well, we're moving real slow these days. Ain't no scuttling going on. Little Reddy in a little white suit.
Yeah, put Dark Side of the Moon on very quietly on a speaker and watch them all just come from the walls. That looked like a sinking ship as they all just try to get onto the speaker.
Hey there, sweet cheeks. And a chance we get an upgrade from the cheese on the trip. Maybe put a fantastic down there.
But although you think about it, though, in today's day and age, it's probably true, because why would anybody steal weed? Like, if you had an evidence room in New Orleans, there's probably some better drugs in there.
Yeah. I noticed the rats haven't stolen all the cocaine. We had a policeman's Christmas party. As part of our diversity initiative, it's now humans and rats. Go on, little Reddy. Now, you go run now. Find up, go get that kilo of cocaine for me. Big boss hall, now, Reddy boy, we're going to a bit of a party this weekend. It's Fat Tuesday come around again. And I need y'all ready to go find me the cocaine from the evidence locker. Y'all keep the weed, you keep the green, I'll keep the white. That's how it is now.
The cockroaches have been taking the heroin.
Doesn't matter how much we step on these heroin cockroaches, they're still full strength. They're still 100% cockroach.
Yeah, you think a regular cockroach can't feel things? My God. Little skinny cockroach. Sliding your wedding ring away. Where are you going with that?
Cockroaches. Just waking up with a cockroach by your ear, promising to be better next week. I'm going to be good for it next week. Shut up, cockroach. Shut up.
Why are they begging? Got a little cockroach hat out in front of them.
Cockroach hat.
Trying to play Wonderwall.
He's got a lot of little hands.
Yeah. I didn't even know they had teeth to lose, but there he is. 3 teeth in this little cockroach mouth.
Dear, oh dear. Yeah, but they maintained, this is the New Orleans police actual statement, maintained that the rats were doing it because they were getting high.
Yeah.
From eating the weed. A lot of stoners online are very angry about this going, now, the THC, the active agent in the marijuana, will only be activated if it's smoked.
Is that true?
I don't know.
I think you can eat weed and get high.
I do like the idea of little ratties rolling themselves little jointies. Their little hand. Or maybe they get the squirrels to roll them for them.
Yeah. Shit rolls downhill.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it depends how much evidence you eat. Presumably, if you ate like a bale of weed, and you're only the size of a rat, like.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I'm real high now.
there's some things that work on that. Like mice can't get drunk.
Pardon?
Mice can't get drunk. They could drink a whole bottle of gin if they wanted to and not get drunk. I mean, they'd get dead from...
You mean they completely skip the whole psychoactive euphoria of alcohol? Just go from a live mouse to dead mouse?
No, I'm just saying if they drank a whole bottle of gin, because that's
That's a lot of gin.
Well, there's not enough space in a mouse for a bottle of gin.
No, there is not. There's not enough space inside the average middle-aged woman for a bottle of gin, but fuck me.
Stop them from drying.
Still goes in there. Still in there. One fish bowl with a fucking... with an umbrella in it
with
at
a
a time.
straw in it to make it dainty.
Oh, there's botanicals in it. Sure thing.
Yeah. Put a goddamn leaf in there and act like you're drinking a cocktail.
Mice can't get drunk.
Yeah, they can't. They can't synthesize alcohol. So if you ever get in a drinking contest with a mouse, watch out.
Right.
Make sure it's beer, because that'll kill them quicker.
Right.
Like a whole beer would kill a mouse, but
It depends what it is.
no, I just say again, you can't.
They just can't drink it.
Well, they can't fit enough in it. You know, if you matched them beer for beer, they would pop.
Right, I got you. Yeah. Well, that makes sense. But what about weed? How does that affect the mice?
Well, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. There could be a thing where, they get different things. So maybe they do eat it and get high.
Well, maybe. But nevertheless, New Orleans Police Department have a terrible problem with the evidence locker being raided.
Yeah. I don't believe the New Orleans Police Department. Even if they are telling the truth, I think they just were lying. They might be right, but this is a lie.
What? They might be right, but this is a lie.
Like maybe some rats did eat it, but
Not
all of it.
Not that much. Not the full consignment from Tijuana.
Yeah. This will be one of those things that they lie so much that one actually turned out to be true a little bit. But.
Well, we'll look back into it, and there's a little bit of a nibble here, and over here there's a whole consignment coming.
Yeah, they've probably been training rats to eat weeds, and they just find them on the security camera. Well, that's them starting, and
must be awful being a rat with the munchies, just looking at that piece of cheese, going, "Oh, I know it's fucking gonna kill me, but I really want some cheese right now."
Yeah.
Maybe I could just convince Derek over there to go for it, and then I'll eat the cheese and Derek.
What if I offer to inform on the others?
And that's how rats were born. We just wait till they're real hungry, then they get real talking.
Yeah, they'll talk, they'll squeal.
Well, good luck to you, New Orleans Police Department.
Yeah.
With your corruption.
Yes.
Good luck with all that. And your fucking rat infestation.
Yeah. There we go.
There you are. Well, law and order once again. What a cornucopia of strange punters.
Yeah, it was a good week.
Thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a pleasure to be in your company.
Not even a task.
It has been absolutely a pleasure, not a chore. Now, please like and subscribe and all that sort of carry on. We are, myself and Mr. Glenn are going on hiatus.
Lads on tour.
Possibly lads on tour. I'll be performing at the Altitude Comedy Festival in Austria in 2 weeks' time. And then I will be performing in Perth in Australia on the 21st of April. And then myself and Mr. Glenn are both making a TV show in Melbourne. And then I'm off to Sydney for the first week in May. And then where are you?
I will be in Auckland in 2 weeks' time. Check the website. But Auckland, Adelaide, Perth, and then Melbourne. I'm not sure what order that's in, but It's
all of April. You're basically in New Zealand, Australia for April.
Yeah.
So we will be returning with Series 3 of Eejits of the World on Wednesday the 15th of May. Wednesday the 15th of May we'll be back.
I'm going to miss you.
But there will be, through the hiatus, there will be new clips to just, tickle you under the chin.
Yeah, so like those and share those around with your mate. Just, something to take the edge off. We'll be back, don't worry.
We'll be back.
Rats ate the third season. Rats aren't going to eat the third season.
Yes, all the gags we have in that locker are still there. Still there, ready for
Both
fun.
of them. Both of them.
Both of them. One joke each. We will see you very soon. Have a fantastic Easter. Thank you very much for joining us for episode 44 of Eejits of the World.
Yeah.
It's been a Pod People production.
People say.